Hey guys, what is going on? We're going to talk about this awesome new update that just happened in Pokemon Go. The Silph Road and Pokemon Go HubNet did a great job data mining all of this new information for us. So I'm going to tell you guys about it, and we're going to teach you a little bit about what Pokemon you can expect to see in this Halloween update. Nothing is 100% confirmed. However, when you take a look at this brand new loading screen, wow. First of all, that artwork is beautiful. It's amazing. It's one of the best loading screens that we've had in a while. But on top of that, wow, it's got Gen 3 Pokemon in it. You can see Duskull, Dusclops, Shuppet, Banette, and Sableye right next to Gengar, Murkrow, Zubats, and there's a Caterpie at the bottom. So that's really exciting. Yes, and the trainer is wearing a new hat. We have not seen that hat before. There's a Pokemon called Mimikyu in the newest Pokemon Sun and Moon games. So everybody's talking about how that hat kind of looks like a Mimikyu. So hopefully that hat is going to be available in the in-game shop for us to try out. So today guys, I'm going to be telling you about this update a little bit, and I want to teach you guys about these awesome new Gen 3 Pokemon. A lot of people have never played the Gen 3 games before, Ruby and Sapphire. I actually loved Ruby and Sapphire back in the day. It was one of my favorites along with Red, Blue, Gold, and Silver. I think that Gen 3 was basically one of the last amazing games for the beginning of the Pokemon series. Like Gen 4 was cool, but those first 3 generations were my favorite. So guys, let's learn about those Pokemon. So guys, the one thing that's really cool about Duskull is that it has one eye. It looks like it has 2 eyes, but it just has 2 holes and kind of like a skull-shaped mask that it's wearing. The inside of it is actually hollow, and it has one glowing red eye that kind of rotates and moves between the 2 eye sockets of its skull mask. So that's pretty cool. It also has a skull and crossbones, or actually just the crossbones on its back, so that's kind of cool. It's a kind of neat design. It's actually designed after the Grim Reaper. But let me read you the Pokedex entry. The cool part about all these awesome Gen 3 Halloween Pokemon is that they all kind of have creepy Pokedex entries, so I think you guys are going to like this. Duskull can pass through any wall no matter how thick it may be. Once this Pokemon chooses a target, it will doggedly pursue the intended victim until the break of dawn. So if you ever see a Duskull roaming the streets, don't lock eyes with it, because it will follow you. Duskull evolves into Dusclops later. Dusclops is cool. It's a Cyclops, so just like Duskull, they both only have one red eye. Although Dusclops is a lot larger and it has these creepy hands. The hands have been said to hypnotize people with its creepy fingers. Dusclops' Pokemon entry says, Dusclops, the beckoned Pokemon. Its body is completely hollow, and like a black hole, it can swallow anything. Some say that its victims never return. How cool is that? I don't know, it's kind of spooky, all the things. But yeah, and have you guys noticed that it's Duskull? It's Duskull. It's a Dusk Skull. So Duskull, and Dusclops is a Dusk Cyclops. Dusclops. Makes sense, right? Did you know that Dusclops also has an evolution called Dusk Noir? So that's pretty cool. It evolves using the Reaper Claw, but Dusk Noir was not invented until Gen 4, so we're not going to worry about Dusk Noir right now. But let's move on to Shuppet. I think Shuppet's kind of cute. It's also a play on words, just like how Duskull and Dusclops are. Shuppet is a puppet. It's a puppet Pokemon. It's kind of like Mimikyu a little bit. So Shuppet is the puppet Pokemon. It supposedly grows by absorbing human anger and various other attitudes. How creepy is that? It says in the Pokedex entry here that Shuppet can actually detect where human animosity and anger are. So if you have a house full of anger, Shuppet will go to your house and line up around it and try to soak up the angry vibes. Shuppet. So actually pretty cool Pokemon. Then did you know that Shuppet evolves into Banette? And Banette is actually really cool. It has that zipper mouth. It's kind of creepy. All of these Pokemon are creepy cool. So Banette generates energy for laying strong curses by sticking pins into its own body. This Pokemon originally was a pitiful plush doll that was thrown away. That's so sad. I mean, so Banette is essentially a stuffed animal that nobody wanted, so it came to life out of spite. Which I guess makes sense, because if Shuppet is absorbing so much negative energy, and then when it evolves it turns into this angry doll, it makes a lot of sense. And also Banette has a Mega evolution with Bannettite, which is the Mega Stone for Banette. It evolves into this really cool Mega Evolution with pink fingers and pink toes. Pretty sweet. Check it out. The final Pokemon that's new for us to learn is Sableye. Sableye kind of reminds me of Golem from Lord of the Rings because it just kind of wanders around caves, like creepily like stalking around, collecting shiny things, keeping them, eating them. For example, this is what the Pokedex entry says for Sableye. Sableye, the darkness Pokemon. Living in caves, Sableye digs up gems and then devours them. Which makes a lot of sense when you look at Sableye's Mega form. It just has a huge stone. So when you get to the next generations, you're going to see Mega Stones for all these Pokemon probably, but not for a long time in Pokemon Go, I'm sure. However, its Mega Evolution is kind of funny, right? So guys, I hope you had fun learning about these awesome Halloween Gen 3 Pokemon. Hopefully we're going to see these and more on Halloween, but I'd be happy with just these ones, honestly. I know that we're all really excited for the Gen 3 update. Yes, it's true that the sound files have been added to the game, so if it's anything like how it was before when Gen 2 dropped, we can see the same kind of pattern where they're adding the sound files, and then they're adding more battle information for the game, and then we're gonna see Gen 3. So, fingers crossed, and hopefully that we can at least see these Halloween-themed Pokemon for the Halloween update. There's no news as to when the day is actually happening that this update's gonna come out, but I'm really excited. I'm definitely gonna let you guys know as soon as I know. And let's hope that it's something like Double Candy for this update because I would love to do a lot of evolutions. So guys, if you're hyped for Gen 3 this Halloween, say so in the comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Don't forget, when Gen 3 actually drops, I'm going to be teaching you guys all the new Pokemon as we go. So we're going to have a lot of fun, and I look forward to hanging out and spending a lot of time catching Gen 3 Pokemon with you guys.